What's going on, guys? Snag here, and it's time for round 5 NRL predictions for the 2024 NRL season, guys. I'm amped for this round, man. Need some redemption because last weekend was shocking. Was absolutely shocking. However, I think a lot of people are in the same boat as me because I watched a few of the review podcasts like Willie Mason and all that, and they were getting 2 from 8 and stuff like that. That made me feel a lot better. I was like, damn, at least I wasn't the only one. And even though we had a bit of a stinker, barely fell back at all into the Tickman comps I'm in and stuff like that. So, however, definitely need a redemption, man. That was an absolute stinker. As always, guys, I want to see your picks too, 1 through 8. I want to see them. I want to see how many you get. Any mad punts you got for this weekend, drop them in the comments, overs, unders, anything like that. You know I love to see them, guys. I see them all. I try to reply to everyone if I can. And, yeah, I love seeing your guys' punts, guys. I really do. So make sure you do that, guys. I'd absolutely love to. As of next week, I believe, KO's actually sending me some vouchers. I was hoping they were going to be here for today. And whoever gets the most tips in a weekend, I'll be giving away a gift voucher. I don't know what they are, whether it's a free month, a free year, a free whatever. But I'll be sending those out to guys as well. So make sure you subscribe, guys. And let's get this thing going. So make sure you subscribe. We're closing in on 4,000, guys. And if you do want to follow me on Dabble, guys, make sure you just click this link here. If you haven't joined yet, you can use code SNAG or just click this link here. And it'll take you through to Dabble, and I think you get like a free spin for some extra cash. When I did it, I got it wasn't free punts, it was actual cash. I think I got 25 free bucks or something like that. Maybe it was 15. I remember there was definitely 5 at the end. So I was like, oh damn, like, I mean, it's not much, but it's better than nothing, you know. So make sure you do that, guys, and let's go. Let's get into this damn thing. All right, well, what a game to kick us off. We've got Storm versus the Brisbane Broncos. We have the Bulldogs versus the Roosters. Man, the Bulldogs have had a tough start to the year. They have not had an easy game yet, eh? It's pretty damn... Oh, Titans. Knights versus the Dragons. Rabbitohs versus the Warriors. Sea Eagles versus the Panthers. The first place Dolphins playing the 6th place West Tigers. Who would have thunk it? That's crazy. Cowboys versus the Titans, and Raiders versus the Eels, and Sharkies with the bye. And Nico Hines will still get 6 Dally M points in this one. No, I'm just playing. I'm not a Nico Hines hater. I just don't know how he's leading the Dally M. He's been playing good, but not better than Happy Coruscant. That dude has been on God mode. That dude has been absolutely murdering. Someone said to me today, oh, he only played 2 good games. I'm like, bro, in the game they lost, he made 44 tackles, try assist, scored a try himself, and converted perfectly. I'm like, bro, the bro's a monster. The bro's an absolute monster. All right, let's get into it, guys. Let's get into it. So we'll have a look at the team list, guys. We'll have a look at some of the stats. And soon, we won't use this too much now, but we will be using multi-hub as well to pick our try scorers and all that sort of stuff. We just don't have a ton of data yet. As you can see, it's only got some try scorers and all their percentages in here. Now, obviously, because most teams have only played 3 or 4 games, everyone's try percentage is like 33%, 66%, or 100% or 50%. Obviously, as it goes on, we get a really good view of who's scoring, who's not, and we've also got margins with wins and losses, 1 to 12, 13 plus. It really helps us, and that's why we kill it towards the end of the year. At the start of the year, we're doing educated guessing. But towards the end, guys, we can actually use a bit more data to say, oh, this guy scores at this rate and he's a good price, so we tip him sort of thing. So we'll be doing that as well, guys. But obviously, like I said, that's just not really there yet. About round 8 or 9 is when we normally can get a pretty good idea. And then after State of Origin, that's when you make your money on the punt, if you're lucky. But there's always an element of luck to punting. But we just get the best odds, best value, and most likely things we can possibly get. All right, so a few ins for the Melbourne Storm. We have Munster back. We have Welsh back. We have Jerome Hughes back. That's a lot nicer. So we've got Pappenhausen, Warbrick, Smith, Meaney, Coates, Munster, and Jerome Hughes. Tuikama, Kamitha, Grant, King, Blore. Ooh, I like Blore in the second row. Katoa and Liero. I love that 1 to 13 from Melbourne Storm. The only thing that would make this team better is putting Big Nas on the bench here. All of a sudden, you got a top 3 team. Broncos still with a few out. Xavier Wilson out as well. Not too sure if that was by choice or by injury. But we got Tristan Saylor. Geez, he had a good game. Jesse Arthurs, Katoni Staggs, Selwyn Cobbo, Mariner, Mam Reynolds, Corey Jensen, Fletcher Baker, Jaden Hunt, Ricky, Pat Carrigan. And we've got the big Benjamin Tikura. 6'8" or something. Monster. Still got the baby face. Still got the bowl cut. Mum's still cutting his hair. How good. What an absolute legend. I am excited to see what he looks like. I think it's too tall for rugby league. I think the best build for a prop is Fisher, Harris and Moses Leota personally. Speed and power. But hey, we'll have to wait and see. He's up against some hard-hitting forwards in here. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Jaden Hunt actually played pretty good last weekend. All right. Who you got in this one, guys? Let us know. All right, we'll go through team stats real quick. Again, we'll have a look at these, but we don't really get good data from this until later in the year. So 2 from 3 for the Storm, 2 from 4 for the Broncos. Completion rate, both average from both. I don't see Melbourne completing this low this game. Just saying. Tackle efficiency, 86 to 87. Now this here, guys, this is how I normally calculate my overs and unders. If these are usually, let's say the over and unders for this game's 40, I normally add these two numbers up, and if they are quite a bit lower or quite a bit higher, I find defense is much more consistent than offense, if that makes sense. So some teams might average 30 points a game, but doesn't mean they're going to hit that sort of thing, whereas I find defense can be a lot more consistent. If these two numbers are quite a bit lower than the unders, which I believe it was 40 for this game, I will take the unders on this one, or if it's way over, I'll take the overs sort of thing. So this one here is 30, 34. So I'll check the overs and unders for this one, but if it is around close to 40, I probably will take the unders for this. Another punt, I haven't put this down yet, but I'm probably going to. I believe there will be a feeling out. If Reece Walsh is in this game, I wouldn't take this, but I believe there will be a feeling out process for the first 10 minutes. And there is a market on Sportsbet where no first try within the first 8 minutes. And it's paying like $1.90, which is, you know what I mean? I think that's a pretty good chance. If there is a penalty in front of the sticks, I dare say both teams will take the 2, just because it is a very big game for both teams. Melbourne take this game very seriously. Broncos need this win. I mean, I know they've looked pretty good, but they are only 2 and 4. If you go 2 and 5, all of a sudden, it's not looking great. So yeah, I think those two are quite good there. Some stats, guys. Broncos have not won at Amy Park since 2016. Wow. The Storm are aiming for their 12th consecutive win at Amy Park. Corey Oates and Tyson Smoothie, the only Broncos players who have won in Melbourne. Wow. Xavier Coates has scored 24 tries in 20 games at Amy Park. All right, my punt for this one, guys, my safe ones anyway. I'm going Adam Reynolds to score 4 points, Jesse Arthurs, Ryan Pappenhausen, Xavier Coates to combine for 2 or more. I reckon Xavier can get both of those, and both teams to score 10 points. All right, so I like that one. Like I said, guys, nice short odds at the start of the year. We are guessing pretty much, educated guessing, but I do like Paps for one through the middle, just with Broncos being a little soft. I do like Jesse Arthurs for one as well, and I actually don't mind Pappenhausen. I like Jesse Arthurs. I think Pappenhausen can get one through the middle, backing up off an offload or something like that as well. A little outside-inside play with Katoa, something like that. I do like Xavier Coates there. Ryan Pappenhausen. Jesus Christ, bro. Let's go. All right, so that's it. Oh, no, so tips. I forgot this is a tipping. Not just about the punting. I'm tipping Melbourne. Just because I think they might be a little good at home. Pretty much. They're very good at Amy Park. They're fresh, week off, Munster back, Jerome Hughes back. I think they add a lot. However, Broncos line is 6.5. I really like that. Like, if you're a Broncos fan, 6.5 head start for the Broncos. If you can get that 7.5 or 8.5, I really like that. I would not be even slightly surprised if Broncos win this one. They looked nice. Just a little, will Tristan play as good? We don't know. You know what I mean? We'll have to wait and see. But I mean, it's a little bit of the second row I'm worried about as well. I mean, Hunt and Ricky versus Blore and Katoa. I think there could be some thing there. Tui, Jensen and Baker. They did really good. They were really good in the wet. I don't know if they're going to be the same. I'm not feeling Smoothie. I don't think he adds much. And then Corey Oates, will he come on? Where will he play? Not too sure. Hetherington's been good, and then we're not too sure about Tikura. But so yeah, I'm just leaning towards Melbourne with not much confidence, but I love the line for the Broncos, guys. So I'm tipping Melbourne in that. All right, Bulldogs, Roosters. So outs Adokar, Preston and Moran, 3 huge losses there. So who comes in for them? So back 7 are unchanged for the Doggies. We've got Sam Hughes coming to the starting lineup, Max King, Reid Marnie as well. So Josh Curran comes in on the second row. I like him better there, but he has been coming on and doing a real nice job. We've got Salmon locking the scrum still. Liam Knight back to the bench. Harrison Edwards and Katonga? Is that how you say his name? Now for the Storm, the Roosters. Back 7 the same. Jared starting, Brendan Smith. We've got Lindsay Collins back. Nat Butcher in on the second row. Love that. Angus Crichton in on the other side. Victor Radley. Connor Watson off the bench. Nafuna, how do you say this? Nafuna White. Satili Tupanua and May. Yeah, so I expect when White, Tupanua, Terrell May come on, there could be it could get bloody real quick. They're just. I love their effort, but they're going to struggle against the power teams, and Melbourne are one of them. I actually don't mind Brandon Smith for trying this one, straight through the middle. Form guide, guys. Both guys coming off a loss. Bulldogs 1-4, Roosters 2-4. Completion rates, Bulldogs 76. I can't remember the podcast where I was saying Bulldogs defense does look heaps better, but it's almost sort of shelled their attack. 15 points a game is pretty bad, eh? So it's less than 3 tries a game. But 17 conceded for a not top 8 team is really, really good. But yeah, tackle efficiency 88-70. They've been gang tackling. I think they're going to miss Preston. I really do. I think Curran will do a good job, but I just think Preston's really... And this play the ball speed, like the power game with this fast play the ball speed is really going to trouble the Doggies. It really will. Bulldogs have won only 2 of their past 8 games at a core. Roosters have won 9 of their past 10 games against the Bulldogs. Stephen Crichton has scored 7 tries in 9 games at a core. James Tedesco has scored 13 tries in 10 games against the Bulldogs. I love Tedesco through the middle in this game if that middle does get softened up. Anyway. Viliami Kikau has scored 5 tries in his past 7 games against the Roosters. I believe they were all when he was playing for the Panthers, though. So I wouldn't take that stat into too much consideration, guys. So my punts for this one, my safe one for this one, I love Dom Young for one. I love Roosters head-to-head, and I love Roosters to score first, 275. You can copy that one, guys, on Sportsbet. Both these punts are actually on Sportsbet. I haven't put anything down on Dabble yet. If you are following me on Dabble, I do love Dabble because of the copy and we can chat and stuff on it, and all that sort of stuff. But just for now, Sportsbet does have better markets. They've just got more variety, especially with multis. Much better. So yeah, I love the Roosters in this one. I think they win and win well. I'd say 13 plus. But I don't like 13 pluses, but they're just really going to struggle through the middle, man. And this fast play the ball with Jared, Brendan Smith, Lindsay Collins, White, Tyrrell May, Tupanua punching through the middle. It's going to be hard to stop. It's going to be really, really hard to stop. So I think the Roosters get that one done and get it done well. I really think the Bulldogs can be competitive with teams that aren't in the top 4. I think they can mix it up with any team outside of like a top 4 team. I know it's the top 4's not the top 4 at the moment, but like genuine top 4 teams. I think they're just going to struggle with that power and stuff like that. Like, I just do not think they'd be able to match it with a Penrith Panthers forward pack sort of thing. Oh, this game's a trap, man. This game's a trap. All right, Knights versus the Dragons, guys. Leo Thompson back, Hastings back in, Dane Gagai back in. So Cogger and Hastings are in the halves, and Tyson Gamble has been dropped for this one, guys. I really feel like they missed Dane Gagai's meters out of trouble at his defence last weekend. And Jaden Brayley comes into the starting team. Leo Thompson back Safidi. Yeah, so really liking this team a lot better at Alameda. I like Crossland on the bench just because he's a half and he can play 9. He can come in and cover. He's real shifty out of the dummy half as well. So Dylan Lucas back to the reserves. Now, what have the Dragons done? Zach Lomax free to negotiate. He's having a meeting with Parramatta today, guys. So that'll be pretty interesting. Back 7, same as always. Molo, Jacob Little, DeBellin comes back. I just thought he looked way better off the bench. Luciano, Jaden Sewer, and Eisenhuth. Blake Laurie back to the bench. Michael Molo. Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't mind this Dragons team at all. All right, actually, we've got to do these first, don't we? All right, so last time these guys matched up, Knights got them. Dragons got them the time before. That was 2022, though. Bit slim on the wins for both teams. So Knights 1 from 4, Dragons 2 from 4. Completion rates, both 76%. Tackle efficiency, both pretty much bang on 90. Points scored. Knights have really struggled to score points. And both teams conceding pretty heavily, but more the Dragons. I think... Dragons love playing at the Knights home ground. Jesus Christ, 78% win rate. That is incredible. Knights have won 7 of their past 8 games at McDonald Jones Stadium. Jack Bird has scored 6 tries in 7 games against the Knights. Kalen Ponga has scored 4 tries in his past 3 games against the Dragons. Tyrell Sloan has scored 6 tries in his past 4 games. Wow. Knights have won only 2 of their past 7 games against the Dragons at McDonald Stadium. So Knights have a pretty good record at home, but not against the Dragons. But I'm tipping the Knights. I think Knights win this one, and I just feel like it will click a little bit for them this weekend. Dragons look good in patches. I think they're better than they were last year. I think they're going to beat up some pretty good teams this year. I just have a feeling Knights will get this one at home. I just feel like it will click a little bit more. I think Gagai back, Leo Thompson back. I do think they could probably bash them through the middle a little bit. Nothing crazy, but yeah, Ponga's looked unreal. Like, Ponga's... Knights would be 0-4 if it wasn't for him, and probably lost their games by a lot more too. Like, he's looked sharp. I like the way Bradman Best looked this game. I like him for a try in this as well. I'm not putting any more punts up for these ones, guys, just because I'd like to do them a little closer to the date sort of thing. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited for this one, guys. So what are we looking for, overs and unders for this? Yeah, so I'd be looking possibly at overs of this one. Oh, it is a night game. Usually can be a few less points, but yeah, I think the Knights get this one. I think the Knights win. All right, what a cracker! Alex Johnson out, Big Shaq out. So we have Isaac Thompson on the wing. Jack White looked great. Isaac Tass, Tale Milne, Cody Walker, Dean Hawkins. Tavita Totola, Tom Burgess still on the bench, love that. Kulamatangi, host Murray, Chicken, Talis Duncan, Kepi, and Mole. Lachlan Ilias still left out of the team. All right, now on to the Warriors. CNK is back, and Roger Tuivasa-Sheck has gone back to his... I do love this. People are like, Roger needs to play fullback. I get it, but I really love what Webster's done. I've loved his selections this year and last year. I think he's been absolutely brilliant. It worked last year. Having Roger can roam a little bit. He doesn't have to stay in that centre role. He can come out from time to time, but I really think Charles, he really good at covering ground, can take the ball in the full. He shoots up, he takes a nice big carry, then DWZ, then Montoya, and then you got Roger to sweep in if there's any space. Like I actually like this better. I mean, yeah, if it does, I think they just have to go back to what they said they were going to do. Give it a month. If they're not winning games, I mean, you can always move Roger there later. But I do like this. Now, Tamari Martin comes in at 6 for the injured. What's his name? Metcalf. Now, what's his name? Kurt Catewell is out, so Niokora comes in the second row. Now, I love Kurt Catewell, but I actually think Niokora is a bit better. A bit more strike. He runs a sick line. He puts shots on. A bit more explosive. Kurt Catewell does all the little things you don't really see really well. But I actually sort of like their attack, and they look a bit sharper with me. Well, last year to me they looked sharp when Niokora was on it, like locked in on an edge. Thought he looked real nice there. So I don't think that's as huge a loss as everyone thinks. No Dylan Walker. If Dylan Walker was in this team, I would be picking Warriors without even thinking about it, because when he comes on, he genuinely changes the game. And I don't know if this middle of South Sydney could handle that, getting beat up from Mitchell Barnett and Adam Fanua-Blake for 20-25 minutes and having him come on and just start skittling dudes, just the extra pace, the leg speed. I think he could cause some damage, but yeah, it's going to be a good game. This is still, I wouldn't call it pressure. The game against, so Bunnies won last week and everyone's like, pressure valves have been released. Barely. They did not look convincing in that game at all. If they lose this one, to me, they're right back in that same spot. They really are. So that'll be, 1 and 4. They're right back in that spot. So, yeah. All right, let's get to these stats. Dallin, DWZ has scored 24 tries in his past 20 games. The Rabbitohs have scored 208 points in their past 5 games against the Warriors. Wow, that is shocking. Tuivasa Shekel plays 200th game. Cody Walker has scored 9 tries in 11 games against the Warriors. That's a pretty good strike rate. Not gonna lie. See how these guys matched up. Oh, that's right. I remember this game in the rain. It was pissing down rain last year, and everyone thought the Warriors were going to win it because there was no Latrell and stuff. And Bunnies played really good. That was after the halfway point through the year. This was the only game Bunnies played good for the rest of the year, in my opinion. And then Bunnies pumped them the year before. She's skinny for the Rabbitohs. 1 of 4 to 2 of 4. Completion rate 77% to 81%. If they don't hold on to the ball here, they're done. Absolutely done. Tackle efficiency 87 to 89. Average points conceded 32 to 17. I'm going the Wahs. Up the Wahs. I think they get it done, eh? I just think they're a better rugby league team right now. I just do. I think CNK. If CNK is as good as he was last year, he comes in and it's business as usual. I think the Warriors are just a better team. I really do. I love the Bunnies. I hope they come good. I think the comp's better when the Bunnies are going good. But, yeah, they just don't look that great. Yeah, we're going to have to wait and see with this one, guys. All right, Eagles, Panthers. Can anyone beat the Panthers? Panthers are going to lose some games this year, but Jesus Christ, they're not going to lose the big ones, I don't think. All right, so Seagulls, so who's back? There's Aaron Wood's back. So 1 through 7 is same as last year. Don't need to read it out. No, last week. Forwards are the same. Carl Lawton, was he in last time? I can't remember. Carl Lawton, Waddell, Simply, and Brown on the bench. Now, Panthers have gone same. Cleary's still out. Schneider's in. And Big Fish is back. If Fish wasn't there, I'd give Manly a chance. But Jesus Christ, there's just I couldn't believe I heard someone on a podcast today. They're like, do you still think that Fisher Harris and Moses Leota are the best prop combination to go? Yes. They're the best, and they're in their absolute primes. They're not even over 30 yet. Jesus Christ. Yes. So that's absolutely huge. Lindsay Smith back to the bench. Liam Henry's looked great. Eisenhuth and Dane Laurie comes in on the bench as well. They've got some guns on there. Sonny Luke, Alamotti, Guy, Cole, and Peachy. Jesus Christ. Team stats, guys. So Panthers have thumped the Eagles as of late. Lost to Storm, and then that's win for the Penny Panthers. 75% win rate, 3 from 4. Seagulls, 2 from 4. All of a sudden, their season doesn't look as good as it sort of was. 73% completion rate, and 78 for the Panthers is actually pretty damn low. And so was this, 87% there. Hasn't been as slick, but still only conceding 13 points a game. That's going to stay like that all year, and this will probably creep up to about 24. And just with Fish back, everything back, this fast play, the ball speed, it is going to be tough. It is going to be tough for the Manly Seagulls. Seagulls have won 4 of their past 6 games at 4 Pines Park. Ooh. Panthers have won their past 8 games against Manly. Wow. Kohler has scored 3 tries in his past 4 games at 4 Pines Park. Sonny Taruva has scored 11 tries in his past 8 games. I'm going Panthers 1-12. Don't take my 1-12s and 13 pluses to heart, guys. Not yet, anyway. I will do them, but again, like I said, need to wait for more data for those. All right. Lockie Galvin out, and I was really looking forward to watching him play this weekend. Twile back, Naden back, Simpkin back, Fano back, Tessinu Sullivan. All right, so is there any actual changes? No, still the same as last week for the Dolphins. UNA. Ray Stone comes in at the lock for Max Plath. He's been suspended. Josh Kerr he's been brilliant this year. Kurt Donahoe, is that how you say his name? Mark Nichols and Kenneth Baronwich. Man. Tigers were up for real good against Parramatta. Really good. Stefano, Clemmer, Isaiah Papali'i, Bateman, Pole. Jaden Sullivan comes in for Lockie Galvin. Man, I'm having real trouble with this one, eh? Dolphins have won only one of their past 4 games at Suncorp. Tigers will be aiming for 3 consecutive wins for the first time since 2018. Jermaine Osako has scored 5 tries in his past 4 games at Suncorp Stadium. That's wild. Tigers have won only 2 of their past 11 games in Queensland. Thomas Flegel will make his 100th appearance. Look, I'm going to go Dolphins. Not overly confident or anything like that. I'm not a huge fan of Jaden Sullivan. I'm loving what the Tigers are doing, but I still think they're going to be patchy. I don't think they're going to lock in, week out crazy performances. Season was, he got the field goal and he had a few stinker kicks last weekend against Parramatta, yesterday, day before, whatever it was. I'm loving what Katoa's doing. I love the Fords. Hammer could be the difference. Jermaine Buller versus Hammer, it's going to be so good. But yeah, I'm going Dolphins, but not with a ton of confidence, guys. She's going to be a good one. This is going to be a real good game. I actually really can't wait for it. But yeah, I'm going to tip the Dolphins, just being at home. No Galvin. Not a huge fan of Jaden Sullivan. So yeah, we'll go for there. Who'd have thunk an 18-year-old on his 4th game? I'd be going, they don't have. It's wild, bro. Wild. All right. Cowboys versus the Titans. Cowboys next game. No. We'll pay them their respects. Philip Sammy out, Isaac Liu out, Isaac Fasula Malawi in. All right, so who else we got? So we got Khan Pereira has been dropped. Jojo Fafita comes in. AJ Brimson, Brian Kelly, Harley Smith-Shields in on the wing. Kieran Foran, Tanner Boyd, Big Moe, Chris Randall, Jolliffe, Haas, Fermor, and Aaron Clark. Dave Fafita on the bench again. How skinny does Dave Fafita look? Dave Fafita's shoulders are like wide as. Have they photoshopped him? There's no way Stimpson's got wider chest than Dave Fafita. Oh, man. Yeah, look, man, I'm not feeling Tanner Boyd. Tanner Boyd, to me, is a really good New South Wales Queensland Cup half. I just don't think he's that good at NRL level. His kicking takes so long. He's not the greatest goal kick. A lot of holes in his game. I love Jaden Campbell, but AJ Brimson's the best fullback in this team, and he's playing in the centres. I just don't like what Desi's doing there at all. And the Cowboys look pretty damn good, and they're going to want to bounce back off a disgustingly bad performance last weekend against the Broncos. So both teams coming off a loss. 0 from 3 for the Titans, 3 for 4 for the Cowboys. Completion rate 76%. They did just have that stinker in the wet, so this had been a bit better. Tackle efficiency 89%, 86, getting pretty low. Both teams conceding a lot of points, man. I mean, this is horrible from the Titans. Points scored 6-30. That's like, yeah, that's if that stays for this year, that'll be like the worst stats in the NRL history. Wins at this venue 1 from 5, so they're not great up there either. So yeah, we'll go the Cows, eh? Cowboys have won 3 of their past 4 games against the Titans. Titans have won only 1 of their past 12 games in Townsville. Cowboys have won 7 of their past 9 games at QCB Stadium. Up the Cows. Raiders Eels. Now, I'm going to put an asterisk on this one. I'm going to give my predictions, but it depends on what Parramatta do to their lineup right before the game. I am picking Parramatta if they do what they had been doing previous to last week, putting Junior Bolo on the bench and starting Joe Offrangawi or Wiramu Greg, and then bringing Junior Paulo off the bench 20-25 minutes into the game. When they did that, I think they were substantially better than the Raiders had been, even though the Raiders have been great. I thought Parramatta looked like a top 2 or 3 team when they did that. They looked absolutely brilliant. And even without Moses, I think Blaze will have a much better game this game. Obviously getting the nerves of starting in that 6th role. Dylan Brown will learn a lot from that last performance. Like they pretty much lost, well, for 2 reasons. They lost because they didn't stick to their rotation that was working. They started Junior Paulo and put Ryan Madison in starting, didn't work. And then they had the game in control, and Dylan Brown's trying to do tap-on passes and stuff like that. You got the number 7 on your back row. You don't do tap-on passes in your own end when you're only up by 8. It's just stupid. So he'll learn from that. He would have got absolutely scolded. I think he'll play a lot smarter in this one. And yeah, I like Bailey Simonson coming back into the team for Morgan Harper. Morgan Harper, for me, good backup centre. He's not who should be going to. Who knows? Maybe Zach Lomax might be lining up for Parramatta this weekend, eh? See how that deal goes tomorrow. Oh, where's Ryan Madison? Have they dropped him? Oh, he's in the 2nd row. I was going to say, Jesus Christ. So, Jesus, they dropped Ryan Madison. That is heaps better. Ryan Madison on an edge. Right edge. Love it. Love it. Much better. Interchange. Moretti, Wiramu Greg, off Ngawi. Brennan Hand's gone. I don't know, like, again, Lussick can play 80. Yeah, much better team from Parramatta. Much better team. Yeah, so if Parramatta roll out like this, I probably will tip Canberra. However, if Junior Paulo goes back to the bench and Wiramu Greg and Gowie comes into the starting lineup, I'm taking Parramatta. If they don't do that and they roll out as is, I'm going to tip the Raiders. So up to you guys what you want to do. But yeah, that's just what I'm doing. Got to wait till game day. Last year, Raiders got them 26-18. And then this was in 2022, guys, but 40-4. Wow. Both teams coming off a loss. Both teams 2-4. Completion rate, bang on, 84-83. Tackle efficiency, 89-88. Points scored 22 to 23 and average points conceded 19 to very similar. Both teams have been pretty impressive, just both had bad performances last week, in my opinion. I thought Raiders' first 3 games were brilliant. I thought Eels' first 3 games were brilliant. Just, mucked it up a little bit there. Wins at this venue. Parramatta are not great here, 26%, 59% for the Raiders. And let's go in here. Raiders have won 3 of their past 4 games at GIO Stadium. Eels have won 5 of their past 7 games against the Raiders, so Eels definitely have the wood on them. Sebastian Chris has scored 4 tries in 5 games against the Eels. Wow. Eels have won only 2 of their past 12 games at GIO Stadium. How's that work? Anyway, Danny Levi has scored 3 tries. He's nice. He's sharp. Real sharp. I like him. He's good for a try. Always sniffing around. He's strong. He's strong. He looks hard to tackle. Looks real hard to tackle. That's it, lads. We're done. We're gone, skis. So let's wrap it up quickly. So we're going tipping Storm, but I like Broncos with a head start. We're going Roosters. We're going Knights. We're going the Wahs. We're going Panthers. We're going the Dolphins. We're going the Cows. We're going the Eels with an asterisk and Raiders if the team lists the same. And we're going Nico Hines to get 6 Dally M points, even though he's not playing. That's it, lads. All right, thanks everyone for watching. Make sure you subscribed if you're not already, guys. That would really mean a lot. Don't forget to drop all your tips and punts for this weekend in the comments, guys. I love seeing them, and bring it on, guys. See you on the next one.